Hi guys, Julian here. Just on the channel at the moment, I'm going to be going through the Ellenbrook Line service changes that will be coming into effect from the 9th of December 2024. So, as you can see on the website here, just on the Transperth website, it says, "Get ready, paint the town red with the Ellenbrook Line. When services begin on the 9th of December, the Ellenbrook Line will add 5 new stations to the network. Stations along the line will include Ellenbrook, Whiteman Park, Belladura, Noranda, and Morley. The new stations will give communities more transport options and links to the Perth CBD, Midland, and airport, plus better connections to surrounding suburbs, including the Swan Valley." So let's go and have a look at the Ellenbrook Line brochure. Okay, so this is the brochure that they have for the Ellenbrook Line, which they'll hand out on the day. So it's just going through the bit of information to have a look at. Ellenbrook Station, they're actually saying it will take 30 minutes to get from Perth, but it's actually 31 minutes. I will go through the brand new Ellenbrook Line Timetable, which I do have on my phone as well. So Ellenbrook Station will have 500 parking bays, 128 bicycle bays, so for your bikes, and 11 bus routes to the station. Whiteman Park, which is roughly about 25 minutes from the city, will have 900 parking bays, 40 bicycle bays, which is really good, and 6 bus routes from the station. And that is an elevated train station, which will be a direct service to the Whiteman Park National Park there that they've got, tourist park rather, and also it hasn't included on here, but there is a dedicated tram stop for the Perth Electric Tramway Society, and which they'll be running free tram services for the whole year next year, 2025, until the end of 25. Belladura Station is next, which will be served by 1,100 parking bays, 100 bicycle bays, and 10 bus routes to the station, which the saying will be 21 minutes to the city from this station. Now, in between Whiteman Park Station and Belladura train station, there is provisions for a future Bennett Springs East railway station, just as the community in that catchment area grows into the future. So they will build a station there, presumably in the next 5 to 10 years, I would imagine, as the communities grow in that suburb. The next station towards Perth is, of course, Noranda Station, with an 18-minute travel time to the city. It will be served by 400 parking bays, 27 bicycle bays, and 1 bus route to the station. And it says on the system map that it doesn't have any bus connections, but that actual bus stop is not actually at the train station, but it's just a few hundred meters away. There'll be obviously signage at that station to guide you to where the bus stop is located. And the next station, at 15 minutes away from the city, is of course Morley Station. Now this station will have 400 parking bays, 40 bicycle bays, and 8 bus routes to the station, which include the 950 high frequency service and the 950X high frequency service, but that's a limited stop service. The 950X will be running on during peak hour periods on the weekdays, just coordinating with the 950, but just to make sure you double check the timetables for the stopping patterns, because that one does not service all stops between Morley, except it runs all stops between Morley Station and Galleria Bus Station, but then it's limited stops from Galleria Bus Station, which is formerly the Morley Bus Station, to QE2 Medical Centre. And then the train line meets up with the airport line and the Midland lines at Bayswater Station, and it coordinates for roughly a 4-minute journey frequency. So between the three lines, it's 4 minutes into the city per service during peak, and off peak it is roughly, I'm thinking it's about 5 or 6 minutes frequency. And of course, right here we've got the Ellenbrook Line services. Train services will operate. Now this is goes for both the Midland and the Armidale. No, not Armidale. Sorry, the Midland Airport and Fremantle train services will all operate from the 9th of December. 12-minute peak, 15 minutes during the day, and 30 minutes on the weekends. And presumably that will be different on Good Friday, Anzac Day, as well as Christmas Day. Okay, so this is Morley Station. Bit of information there, 15 minutes, journey time, parking bay and bus routes. So these are the bus routes that will be operating at Morley Station. Route 46 between Morley and Bayswater stations every 36 minutes during peak. 352 operating between Morley Station and Galleria Bus Station every 24 minutes during peak. 354 operating between Galleria Bus Station and Belladura stations every 24 minutes during peak, which that looks like it will be calling into Morley Station. The 950, as I said before, operating between Morley Station and QE2 Medical Centre between every 3 to 5 minutes during peak. 47 runs between Morley and Bassendean stations every 36 minutes during peak. Route 353 operating between Galleria Bus Station and Belladura Station every 12 minutes during peak. 356 operating between Galleria Bus Station and Belladura Station every 12 minutes during peak. And the brand new 950X limited stations, limited stops bus route, operating between Morley Station and QE2 Medical Centre. So just be sure, like every 10 to 15 minutes during the peak hour, weekday peak only. And just be sure to double check the stopping pattern if you do plan to catch that bus. And of course, from the 9th of December, we have the, put that in a different colour, we have from the 9th, Morley Bus Station will be coming the Galleria Shopping Centre, Galleria Bus Station. Okay. Naranda Station now is around, obviously, 18 minutes from Perth CBD, and that's all the information there. And it's just got the 350 operating between Mirrabooka Bus Station and Caversham every 24 minutes during peak. And then, so that's Naranda. Belladura is the largest of our new stations, and it's roughly about 21 minutes from Perth CBD. And these are all the bus routes that go from there, with obviously all the services. I won't read them out. Whiteman Park is about 25 minutes from Perth CBD and is just south of the Whiteman Park entrance. And that's all the routes that go from there. And the obviously the Ellenbrook bus station will be closing on the 9th of December, and passengers can catch the train or bus services from the new Whiteman Park and Ellenbrook train stations. And then finally, Ellenbrook Station is in the heart of Ellenbrook's town centre and is just 30 minutes from Perth CBD. And here's all the bus routes from there. And with the 3, 4, there we go. 345 will be going, replacing the 311, operating between Ellenbrook Station and Bullsbrook Town Centre every 24 minutes during peak, and of course every 2 hours off peak, which is an upgrade from the current services that are going out to Bullsbrook. So just be sure to grab a timetable for that one when they come out. So, and this is the information. Smart Riders, cash tickets, every Sunday free at the moment for all Smart Rider holders. That's right, you cannot use this on cash. If you're paying with cash, you've got to still buy a ticket on Sundays. But get yourself a Smart Rider, make sure it's loaded up, and tag on and tag off as you usually do at the processors, and it will be no money will be deducted, only on Sundays. And here's a brand new system map. We have the Ellenbrook line here. Ellenbrook, Whiteman Park, Ballajura, Naranda, Morley, Bayswater, Meltham, Maylands, Mount Lawley, East Perth, Claysbrook, MacGyver and Perth. And then the trains will do an out of service all the way to the Daglish siding. And then they'll turn around and then they'll go back to platform either 8 or 9, depending on the times. I have heard that they'll be alternating between 8 and platform 9, just depending on, obviously, which train is ahead. Could be the Midland train or the airport train. And then, of course, we've still got the closure ongoing for the Byford line, which at the stage is still calling it the Armadale line, just a working name. And the buses will be replacing them until mid next year. And we've got the Thornley line out to Coburn, which is still under construction, but it's nice to see that they've put down the new stations in there. And that's all the information there. And we still have the 2-zone fare cap, which means that no matter how far you travel, you'll never pay more than a 2-zone fare. Your Smart Rider or cash ticket can be used across all Transperth bus, train and ferry services. And here's a little bit of information about the artwork and the 6-star Green Star certification on the Ellenbrook station, which makes it the highest scoring railway station in Australia. And there's been quite a few trees, and the website, this is the brand new Ellenbrook line as well, artwork on there, and the Metronet logo. Okay, so just pop out of that one. Okay, and this is the Ellenbrook line and Ellenbrook and Whiteman Park bus services. Most of them will go down the promenade. And Rangara. Of course, you've got the route going up to Bullsbrook. Be sure to use that one, people. And also, there has been a lot of people asking on the Facebook page, on the Transperth Facebook enthusiast page, whether there are going to be accurate services running to the vines, but it sounds like there won't be any. So that bit there will obviously miss out. But you can get the 310. But hopefully that will improve and change as the services and the area grows. And we also have services to Midland. Go. And yep. So there won't be any changes to Route 312. Okay, we move on to the Belladura. So I do apologise if I'm going a bit too quick. You can look back on the Transperth page for these maps. The 970 will also be getting a limited stop service on the weekday peak periods only. So just be sure to double check the stopping patterns for that one. There is also a brand new, should be on the next map, replacing the 371 will be a high frequency 975 service, which will be running through Mirrabooka. We'll have a look. So just having a quick look down here. Mirrabooka. Belladura. So the 354, they've obviously changed the number because the current 354 departs from Dog Swamp Shopping Centre and goes to Mirrabooka, but Mirrabooka bus station, but they've changed that around now. That's going to be operating a very different pattern from Belladura through Morley and to Galleria. And there'll be no changes to these routes here. But there's a 975, so the 975 will depart from Galleria and it goes along Collier Road before going down Beachborough Road south. To Bayswater, and that so Bayswater is where it starts, and then it goes via Galleria and all the way to Mirrabooka. So that's a very good route, good frequency too. And we've got Warwick and Whitford stations. No route changes to the 467 or the 468. Those two, of course, are the routes that go to Joondalup, between Joondalup and Whitford's train stations. So, yeah. Kingsway Shopping Centre, and there's no connection at Greenwood Station to the new Ellenbrook Line. Unfortunately, they have decided not to put any sort of bus service there, so it still will be the Whitfords and Warwick stations that would be your best options on the if you're coming from the Joondalup line. Oh, sorry, the Yanchep line. And there'll be no changes to the 445, 446 or 447 routes. And they've quite interesting got the route, brand new route 416. That goes between Warwick Station and all the way to Mirrabooka, which it follows part of the 415 route as well. And it goes along Wanneroo Road, which is quite good. So Belcatta, Erindale, Eglinton, and Beach Road. It's a pretty straightforward path actually, down Wanneroo, and then left onto Amelia Street, and then Ravenswood Drive to Mirrabooka bus station. Okay, and I'll show you. Let's see if. Okay. Trains, Ellenbrook page. So there we go. Here's the Ellenbrook line. These are just the changes. Airport line will be a 12-minute AM peak. Frequency commences earlier now from first service, as does on the Fremantle line from first service, with minor adjustments to the services during weekdays and just minor on the weekends. The airport line will see a 4-minute frequency between Perth and Bayswater during the AM and PM peaks, which is really good. 5-minute frequency between Perth and Bayswater during the day, and 10-minute frequency between Perth and Bayswater during the evening, with minor adjustments to services during the day on weekdays. Weekends, 5-minute frequency between Perth and Bayswater during the day, 10-minute frequency between Perth and Bayswater during the evening, minor adjustments to services all other times. And same with the Midland line as well, with the 5-minute frequency on the weekends. And so it just explains the changes to the routes and the timetables. Some of them are changing. Stand changes at Galleria bus station. '36, '37, '39 will undergo time changes to reflect the airport line timetable, as with the 40, with improved evening services, really good. And it will now depart from stand 2 at Galleria bus station. Route 41 will undergo time changes to reflect the amended Midland and Airport line train timetables, with improved evening services. 41 will now depart stand 5 at Bayswater station. Route 42 will undergo time changes with improved evening services, along with the 43 will undergo time changes as well. So, and you've got different timetable for the 45 will now appear on timetable 104, and some time changes, and department stand 4 Bayswater station. Route 46 will now undergo major changes, operating from Bayswater station to Morley station via Irvine Street and Embleton Avenue. and it will no longer operate between Beachborough Road South, and passengers currently boarding along Beachborough Road South should use new route 975, which will operate a high-frequency service from Bayswater Station to Warwick Station via Galleria Bus Station and Mirrabooka Bus Station, which is really good to see that Bayswater Station has now got a second high-frequency service 975. And yep, so this just explains a bit more. No weekend service. Got 6768 will depart from stand 10 at Mirrabooka. Route 81 will undergo some time changes with a small number of trips withdrawn due to poor patronage. Withdrawn routes are replaced by Route 82. 82 will undergo time changes. With 85 also undergoing time changes, including additional services throughout the week. 95 will also undergo time changes. Routes 97 and 102 will also undergo time changes to reflect the amended Fremantle and Armidale airport line train timetable. Sorry about that. Route 107 will also undergo the time changes too, and it will, some additional information there. So it's a very big lot of bus changes, and all these other routes as well. .10. Move that down. .312. No longer deviate via Vivash, with the area now to be served by new route 308 rather. And 354 will be renumbered to display new route 371. And 355 will be renumbered to display new route 455. 374 will just undergo time changes. 375 will undergo some changes and now depart from stand 4 at Mirrabooka Bus Station with additional school days only trip will depart as follows. All the information there. On me. 377 will undergo time changes and will now depart from stand 5 at Mirrabooka Bus Station, and it will now appear on timetable 74. 384 will undergo time changes and operate with additional trips in the late evening, Monday through to Sunday. And 385 will be renumbered to display new route 386X. So that will be a limited stop service during the peak hour as well. Just like the 950X and the other limited stop services. 388 will undergo time changes and operate with additional trips throughout the week, and it will now depart from stand 3 at Warwick Station. So they're obviously moving a few of these existing routes around at the various stations just to try and fit the new routes in for the Ellenbrook Line. And we've got routes 389, 402 and 403, which will undergo time changes. 404 will undergo time changes with a Saturday trip departing Waterloo Street, Royal Street, Jewett Hill at 3:22 p.m. to Busport. Perth Busport has been withdrawn due to poor patronage. and there'll be time changes for the 407, 410, 412, 413 and 414. And there'll be some time changes for the 415. Just got one being withdrawn due to poor patronage, and an additional Sunday trip departing Mirrabooka at 7:46 a.m. to Stirling Station. And it will now depart stand 11 at Mirrabooka bus station. Route 422 will undergo time changes, as is so 423, 425 and 441 will now depart at stand 4 at Warwick Station. Routes 427 and 428 will depart from stand 3 at Warwick Station. And you got stand 5 at Warwick Station will see the 442, 443 and 444 departing from it. And stand 6 at Warwick will be the new stand for the 445, 446 and 447 routes. And route 448 will now appear on the timetable 64. Route 449, that's all the information there, will now also operate a morning deviation from Warwick Station to Work Power in Malaga. We'll also have some timetables, so some new times, operate times suitable. And 450, that's all there. Routes 502, 511, 513, 530, 531 and 532 will be a small number, will undergo time changes along with the 532 short trips to better reflect the amended Fremantle train timetable. For the 548 and 549 will also undergo time changes as a result, and the 915 has a small number of short trips will undergo time changes to better reflect the amended timetable as well. And same time changes, 935, 940. 950 has the major change where it will be operating to and from the Morley train station instead of the Morley bus station, which is going to become Galleria. So it's just going to add an extra 9 minutes to the total trip, and there will be a small number that will terminate and depart from Galleria bus station, but just keep an eye on the app and the timetable, and along with the 95X as well, 950X will have some more information on there. And it will undergo some changes in 960, including service coordination with the new Route 360 along Alexander Drive, improved evening service frequency throughout the week, additional late night services on Friday and Saturday evenings. Got the 970, which will also receive a 970X peak period limited stop service. Here's all the information for that. 980 is going to also depart from stand 5 at Galleria bus station. And some changes for the Route 990. 995 will undergo time changes, along with the 998 will be departing from, so 998 will depart from stand 1 at Galleria, and 999 will depart from stand 4 at Galleria bus station. And here we go. Here we go. Here's withdrawn services. I won't go through all of them, just show you on the screen. And the big one is obviously the Route 955, which currently runs between Morley Bus Station and Annie's Landing in Ellenbrook. That will be withdrawn and replaced by the Ellenbrook Line, of course, and new routes 47, 340, 347 and 355. New routes 349 and 455 may also assist with some journeys. So have a look at the timetables for those services, which have also been all posted. So all the new service information and times for these new routes have now been posted on the Transperth app, smartphone app, as well as the timetables tab, PDF timetables on the website. And this is one you've all been waiting for. This is the brand new Ellenbrook Line Timetable, the train timetable. So it shows you a nice outline of the stations: Perth, Macgyver, Claysbrook, East Perth, Mount Lawley, Maylands, Meltham, Bayswater, Morley, Naranda, Belladura, Whiteman Park and Ellenbrook. And it's also got a little bit down the bottom here that says all stations from Perth to Bayswater are also served by Airport Line and Midland Line trains. Please refer to either the Airport Line, Midland Line or Perth to Bayswater composite timetable for these service times. And yeah, sorry about the angle. That's pretty much the first time. See if we can get it. Here we go. That's the first service is departing Perth at 5:13 a.m. and it arrives at 5:44 a.m. at Ellenbrook. So it's pretty good if you're wanting to get to Ellenbrook early. And it does have platform 8, but just be sure to check the stopping patterns on the live train times and also on the Transperth app. So yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, and Sundays, contrary to what was posted, there was a lot of confusion around the weekends running times. A lot of people thought in the train enthusiast community that the trains were going to be running every half an hour. That's what it had on the website under the Ellenbrook Line Times Ellenbrook page, but they've since updated it to say it's every half an hour on the the evenings, and 15 minutes as it shows during the weekend, during the day, just like off-peak times. 6:51 a.m. is the first service out of Perth on a Sunday, and on a Saturday the first service is at 5:15 5:51 a.m. to Ellenbrook. And here's the stopping patterns. So it's all stops. It looks really good. And yep, looks like they've made Naranda. They've got all the stops as train and bus station, which is really good, even for that one bus route. Now to Perth. First service out of Ellenbrook is at 5:15 a.m. on the during the week, and that is and then they start running the 12-minute frequency from the first service, and then it's the evening. First service out of Ellenbrook on a Saturday, 5:49 a.m, arriving at Perth at 6:20 in the morning. So definitely good. And Sunday, first service out of Ellenbrook is at 7:34 a.m, arriving at Perth at 8:05. And the legend here says that Christmas Day operational times may differ to the public holiday times shown on this timetable. So just be sure to keep an eye out on the app if you're planning to travel on Christmas Day or Good Friday. And here we go. So we have the platform system map or services map at Perth train station and Perth Underground. So Perth Underground, yep. Platform 1 and 2 is your first number 1 platform to Yanchep. Platform 2, Mandurah. Perth Station 4 and 5 platforms to Victoria Park at the stage, just until the works are completed for the level crossings removal project for the Byford line. And then it will be reinstated. Platform 5 will be the Byford line, and Platform 4 will be the Thornley-Coburn line. And the airport line, as well as the Fremantle line, so airport line to Claremont goes from Platform 7, as does the Fremantle line. And airport line to High Wycombe will be between Platform 8 and 9, and Midland 8 and 9, with the Ellenbrook line 8 and 9. So looks like they're all alternating, which is good. We're using all the platforms, both Platform 8 and 9. Okay. And finally, before I finish up the video tonight, this is our Metronet system map. That's right, they've started installing these at the all the train stations. Still got quite a few to go. After the government had announced that the Transperth was going to be, the train network was going to be operated under the Metronet banner. So, yep, we've got the line to Yanchep, the Ellenbrook line to Midland, which it's a bit weird having this section here. So this gap here is a bit weird. Between Guildford and Success Hill. Bunch it together. And you've got all 3 lines going. So Airport Line, Midland Line, and Ellenbrook Line going from Bayswater, where after they've all branched back in, they just follow from Bayswater all the way to Perth. And then you've got the it's a bit odd, they haven't really put the bus section, bus transfer bit there for Elizabeth Quay, but they've got it on the side there. and the Claremont section, and then you've got the buses replace trains with the construction happening between Victoria Park and Byford new station. It's good to see they've got the new stations added in the red at Nicholson Road and Ranford Road, and then with the new bit to Coburn. So been down to Coburn station, been past there, and they've actually almost finished the installing the track and the ballast, about 90% I reckon completed along the new section alongside the freight line for the Thornley line, and they've started installing past couple of weeks the signalling works for the new track, which they'll commission. They've had this week being November, second week of November 24. They've been having nightly closures between Elizabeth Quay and Auburn Grove so that they can install and commission the new signals, and they've got a weekend closure just started now until Monday between Elizabeth Quay and Auburn Grove, where they'll be installing and no doubt commissioning the signals for that project. And there's Mandurah. Okay, thank you for watching tonight, and be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and until next time, happy transporting. Bye for now.